Hello, welcome to Gear Gripe. I'm just covering the gripe of gear. I'm a busy mom of 5. All my kids live at home. I have 4 teenagers who like to chime in on what I wear. So there's a lot that wraps up in these reviews. I buy everything myself. It sits on my credit card. So when it sits on my credit card, I'm like, oh, how much do I really like it? Not to mention all the waiting it takes to get it, send it back, all the money just sitting there with a big family. That can be, just troubling. So I've got to really love something. So I usually know pretty quickly if I can even test it at all. So when people do 2-week reviews, I can't even get to the point where I want to do a 2-week review. And because this isn't my job, I tend not to. I tend to look at it, decide, does it have too many gripes, to just go back in the box and I send it back. If I end up testing it, then it might stay, not stay. And I usually have a better reason why I'm sending it back. So this is about the Peak design. I did a review on the 14 liter. This is the 20 liter. Now I don't have anything professional, no lighting or anything like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and do it outside because the bag is super dark and it's easier to see it outside for me. I also did the 14 review here so you can see it. Let me say that I remember when NOMATIC came out like long time ago, Kickstarter, and they were new and different. I mean, everything they did was just different and new, and the bag stood and it was professional and it wasn't something else. And they just had something. It was like Blockbuster. I mean, they just did something that was just new and out there. And we paid way too much money for videos. We rewound them and got charged, but we kept going back because they just had something. And I think NOMATIC was that for us a long time ago. But now I don't understand it. So while I'm waiting on my other orders to get here, because I have an able carry coming and some other things coming that have been sitting on my credit card for weeks, and when I check, they haven't even shipped yet. So in that, and I'll have to say, if you don't get a bag for free, that does kind of like, ooh, it's like, ooh, God, it's not here yet. It's still sitting on my credit card. Then you have to pay your credit card, still not showing if you want the product. So when I was sitting here waiting for the other bags to get here, I thought, you know what? I want to try a NOMATIC. It has been a long time and I want to try one. I wanted to try one. It was on Kickstarter. And so now I decided to just buy them and try them. And so I kind of rhymed, buy them and try them. So I have this one, the 20 liter. It didn't make it to the place where I wanted to take it out into the real world for the fact that I don't think it will remain in good quality to send it back. And I'll show you that really quick. I'll show you the reasons why I don't like it. Again, you might like it, totally up to you. These are my gripes to help people just kind of save their money if they're not really sure. The good thing about Amazon is you could try it and send it back. And if you're on the fence, I would just try it and send it back. If you can let it sit on your credit card for like 5 days, that's great. And sometimes you just know, and I just wanted to know. That's just who I am. Now, all of my reviews are not just my opinion, but my four teenagers, yes, 4 teenagers, and my 1 10-year-old. They just have really good comments, and I don't give them any of my opinions. I say, try this on, what do you think? In fact, now when I say I got a new backpack, they go, ugh, and they also say, I want to try it, and then they run down, and then they kind of help me get some head around it. Because I want to fit into this, like society, but I also want it to be weatherproof. It needs to work hard for me because I travel. I travel indoor. I travel. I just don't go anywhere. So if that's your life, you might like this video. If it's not, you might be a little frustrated. If you want a bag that stands out at a conference and people ask you questions about yourself, this is the bag. It's great for that. And you're not going to use it much. I think you would be pleased. For the price point though, there are other things that are much, much better. So let's just start with the zippers. All of my kids said the zippers were horrible. Can you hear that? The zipper just sounds bad. If you notice in a lot of the videos by reviewers who are doing an honest review, and when you look at the ones from NOMATIC, they tend to stop right here in the video cuts. And I don't want to do that. I want you to actually hear it and see it. I'm applying quite a bit of force. Right there. I don't know if you can see that or hear it. It's bad. There's bad and there's bad. One reason is this. Do you see that lip? I don't understand this. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You probably know more than I do, but my first impression is super cheap materials, but I don't understand this. So there's a reason why the bag is catching. And you think, well, I'll just take it slow. Well, if you don't have kids and you're out and about traveling and you can do that, then that's good. This might work for you. For me, having a large family, where's that battery? Where's that cord? They might jump in here and grab something. It's in the back seat. I'm trying to grab something to do this. I'm like digging in the back. I don't have time to pamper a zipper, especially for a bag that's over $350. So you can see it here, right there, sticks up. That is horrible, truthfully. I don't like the black hole effect. as I get older and as I just get more busy, I do not like the black hole. I need to be able to find something quick. The pockets don't bother me. I use a tech pouch and I just move the tech pouch between bags, but I can use this for the toiletries. I do not move between bags because tissues, you know, chapstick, and like those simple things, I don't need to move them. They could just stay here. So the pouches don't bother me. Yeah, they had a little bit of weight, but I mean, to me, that's not a huge deal. A zipper is, and the black hole effect is. The zippers, though, are horrible. Now, if you can tell, I haven't taken this bag anywhere, and it doesn't look pretty. So if you want to maintain it, wipe it down, and do that, you can. But for this type of bag, I just can't imagine how you cannot make this where it's easier to clean. Like, you've got to get a wet cloth and you've got to care for it. Again, if that's you, that's fine. It's not me. The top pouch is fine. A zipper is fine. I'm not sure if you can see this material, but this felt is cheap. They may call it something not cheap, but to my feel of it, I don't like touching it. I think it's gross. And I'm not very tactile sensitive, so the zipper's fine. The pocket does go this way. It's about really thin. You're not going to fit a whole lot in here. Now, there is a pass-through here, which I do not like pass-throughs. You might, I don't. They make my phone very hot, and you still have to take the charger out anyway to go charge it to bring it back in. So to restring, do the string, have the string fall, come in, create space, just doesn't make sense to me. I also don't know how you would fit much cord in here with a charging brick, and it just not be hot. I don't know how you put your phone in here. Again, just me, could just be me. I don't like the pocket at all. But I'd say some of my bigger gripes are putting a handle into a water bottle pocket. That doesn't make sense to me. It's already really super shallow, so that when you put this inside of it, it doesn't make sense. It's pretty, but that's it. Functionality, not so much. And also, I'm thinking, you know, but it's cool. But from talking to my 4 teenagers, none of them thought this was cool. They thought it was ugly. So maybe, again, I feel like NOMATIC's like Blockbuster. I just don't think that this is now what it was then. So I'm going to put this here so my camera doesn't move. So so I do want you to see just some more about this real quick, because I'm just going to get in the gripes and go. Same thing, just a big black hole effect. I just can't. It's just bad. But let me tell you what's really bad about this bag, which again doesn't make sense to me, and I'm not sure why other reviewers don't pick up on this type of stuff. But I did put some things in here that I wanted to keep in here, like my stand for my computer. But once you put anything in these pockets, everything else becomes unusable. And there is no room for a tech pouch in here. There isn't. This is what I have. And I put this in here. And once you put it in there, I mean, it just sticks right out. It doesn't fit easily. And then zippering it up with zippers that are already bad, it doesn't zipper well. So this tech pouch doesn't work here. Now, if you have a Peak Design small or something different, it would probably fit in here easy. But let me say, everything else in here is super tight. And let me show you something that I haven't seen on other reviews. Maybe I just didn't see it. So I have this right here. It's a 16-inch MacBook Pro. My case comes with me everywhere. That's a non-negotiable. I have these quick access pouches for my real tech that I need all the time. I don't need a quick access pouch. I need quick access. These have worked phenomenal. So I'm going to put this in here, and it does fit very well. And I also have in here my iPad right here. But let me tell you the gripe. The gripe is you can't put anything else in. I don't know how people get this in here. First off, all of my children said this thing was awful. Completely agree. It's almost awful to a point that it's like, it's almost insulting that they would charge me this much for a bag and then send me a plastic case where the top doesn't even fit on. My son said this was, I agree. All my teenagers thought this was awful. But here's the thing. If you have a big laptop in here and you have something in here, it doesn't fit. I mean, it doesn't fit. I mean, you can move it all around and really finagle it, but the top's going to come off. So if you're going to keep this in here, you're going to have to keep the top off. I mean, it just doesn't make sense. It does not come in and out easy. It catches on this, it hits your laptop, and it hits this. It's too tight. It's too scrunched. So this, honestly, if you use it, then you probably don't have a 16-inch in here. I can't imagine how you have a 16-inch in here with it. So, and the pocket doesn't detract at all. It stays really open and wide and just kind of floppy. So this does not, it hits everything else. It just doesn't make sense. So this is, to me, a no. So it comes out because look how tight that is. I've got a 13-inch in here. I've got a 16-inch. So I've really put those, you know, bigger devices in here. But as you can see, I'm gonna try to make the table not wobble. This is tight in here. So let's say that I wanted to take something out of here because I obviously can't take the pouch. So I'm gonna take this out. This is a battery that I have that I can't go anywhere without. I love this battery. It charges everything. I mean, it's just like I probably could jump my car with it. I mean, it's just amazing. But once you start putting this stuff in the side pouches, which I love that quick access, I could just boop, let's go. But if you notice, it doesn't really like come in. And when it does this, you're not gonna fit anything in here. I mean, this space is not gonna fit anything, as you can tell. I mean, even if I wanted to put like this in here, I mean, it's not gonna do it. And then if you want to put something on this side, I mean, you can see there's just no space. It just hits everything. So these look good in theory. If maybe you had a mini in here and you had a 14-inch, that might work, but I can't see anything else really working. So to me, that's just not functional. So, I mean, as people who are techie people, going to conferences and working remote and doing all this other stuff, I mean, how would you use them? I mean, what would you put in them? I even have a small like charger and some other things, and I was like, well, what would I put in here? Maybe it's like some tissues, but doesn't that, I mean, but that doesn't make any sense. Why wouldn't I just put it here? And it grabs on everything. So though they're like good in theory, they're just not any good. This was fine too, but I thought, well, what if I put this on the pouch, on the side? Again, it just catches on everything. It just hits. Now here's another big fail with this bag that nobody else talked about, or other people didn't talk about, but they might have, and I apologize if I'm missing it somehow. I also don't like document holders that are super shallow. That doesn't really work for me. I don't want it to cover my other stuff. I rather have it be in a different type of way. So not here for me. I don't like this as well. There's really not a need for it, and it just gets in the way. But let me show you a couple other things that I don't like about this bag. The zipper goes behind, like behind. I mean, not in a way that you can really do it well. I got a bird on my porch. If you come here, again, there's nothing in here. If my battery was in here and all that stuff was in here, it doesn't zip well. I mean, it barely zips well. Look at this. It barely zips well now. Look behind. It goes way behind here in a way that it just bumps and hits, and it doesn't make a seam, you know, a zipper line that is easy to unzip. Now, some other fails about this bag, and I'll finish it up here, is this. This thing is so absolutely ridiculously big. There is no reason for it. It's ugly. And if you notice where they put it, they didn't put it on the bag. The zipper should have been up here. This should have been here. But if you notice, where's it at? I mean, look at that. You can tell I'm an educator because I'm asking questions, but I mean, where is that at? I mean, that's where my neck is. So my son tried this on. He said, bad zippers. And then he said, he put it on. He said, this is way too narrow. It hurts. I said, no, it's not. Give me that bag. I'll try it on. So I put it on and I said, okay, that's not too bad. And then I started to look at it and I was like, yeah, you're right. It's too narrow and it hits right here. I can't imagine being a tall man in this working. And so I do like that it sits up high. I do like that it's got a good like kind of frame to it. I'll back up a little bit. You can kind of see it here. All my kids said it wasn't pretty. I mean, they all said it didn't look good. Now, to you it might, to the colleagues you have it might, to my kids who are teenagers, they said no. It's just, to me, it's a lot like Blockbuster. Like, they're super cool, but it doesn't really work anymore. Are there better things out there? 150%. So this is a no to me. I mean, to me, this is a huge no. It hurts. I mean, it physically hurts. It is way too narrow, and hopefully you can see that there. It's really narrow. But what else do you see here? Look at that. I don't want that in my neck. That's not pretty when I'm walking around. I mean, you can kind of see it right there. It's up in my neck. When you move around, you're going to hit it. I don't have any reason. So you can see how narrow that is. I mean, is your neck that big? I mean, that's narrow for a neck. And then this is just hitting the back of you. So for me, that's also just a huge fail. I would never use these personally. It reminds me of the Peak Design, but the Peak Design is like 50 times better. It just doesn't make any sense. I personally don't like them. And again, if this is all attached up on here, how does it really go in there comfortably? Oops, sorry about the loud. Sorry about that. It was a nice look. Oh, a Mustang and a Tesla truck. So if you can tell here, because this is on here and because this goes in with this big old thing, when it goes in, I just can't even imagine. Okay. Okay, well, let's just say that doesn't work. Maybe mine doesn't work. Oh my gosh, are they kidding me with this? Okay, we'll forget it. I wouldn't use that. Nope, sorry. I ain't got time for that. So we'll just put that back like that. So to cover my gripes and make it a little bit quicker, would be this is bad. It goes into your neck. It's not wide enough. The zippers are absolutely horrible. This lip that comes up underneath here keeps this zipper from being functional, and it's hidden in a place that it doesn't work. The black hole effect, the fact that it dirties easy. The only win, honestly, is that it stands up. Even the inside storage is, to me, completely not functional if you're actually using it outside of tissues on the side. It all just jams together. It all just hits each other and you can't get anything out. So what is the point of quick access if you cannot access anything quickly? So this bag is completely going back. I think it was great in the time that it was. It saved a lot of people who needed a work bag that didn't look like North Face. But in the world we have today, and Able Carry is cheaper, Evergoods is cheaper, Air is cheaper, and it's just a better bag, more comfortable, more functionality, and they look good in the workplace. So I know it's hard to put, all that money on your credit card for like 6 weeks and you got to take it back. In fact, I have a picture, I don't know if I can post it, I'll have to figure that out, of me at the Amazon store with these humongous boxes. And it's embarrassing, maybe for you, but it's just like, wow, all of that. So I put the money on my credit card, I have to take it all back, lay it all out here at Amazon. For me, it's worth it. I just wanted to know because I've been eyeing it for so long. For me, it doesn't work. It just doesn't work. It's way overpriced. It doesn't function, but I'll stop my gripes because you probably don't want to hear them anymore. But that's it. If you like your gripe, then stick around for another video. Hopefully I'll get my Able Carry soon. I can review that. I've got some Air coming. It just takes so long to get here. Oh, I do have a Belroy coming this weekend that I'm interested in, a North Face to try. That's a sling. I just want to know more about Belroy because their straps are very uncomfortable to me. So someone recommended this other bag. I'm like, okay, that's their best bag. So I'm gonna try and see what happens. If not, I'll haul it back to Amazon again. Amazon's a great place to wait. It's a great place to try stuff while you're waiting on gear for maybe a foreign country or from somewhere else. But that's it for me. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye-bye.